Raising a baby sugar glider isn't cute work. It's life or death care. Raising a baby sugar glider is not like raising a kitten or a puppy. It's closer to raising a tiny marsupial miracle. Baby sugar gliders, called joeys, are born extremely underdeveloped. They are not ready for the world. They are designed to finish growing inside the mother's pouch. When a joey comes out of the pouch, what we call UP or out of pouch, they are still fragile, sensitive, and completely dependent on their environment. At this stage, 3 things are true. Their immune system is weak. Their body temperature cannot regulate itself. And stress, even small stress, can be deadly. This is why understanding the age of your joey matters more than anything else. Not the color, not the size, not how cute they look on camera. Age determines survival. At 0 to 2 weeks OP, joeys usually have closed eyes, pinkish skin, and spend almost all their time sleeping. They are not curious. They are not playful. They are conserving energy to grow. At 3 to 4 weeks OP, the eyes begin to open. You'll see the clinging instinct appear. They grip, they hide, and they seek warmth, not interaction. At 5 to 6 weeks OP, curiosity starts to emerge. Joeys begin tasting soft foods and exploring short distances, but they still rely heavily on security and routine. By 7 to 8 weeks OOP, they are physically stronger and mentally more alert. This is when gentle independence begins. Not freedom, not separation, but guided growth. One of the biggest mistakes new owners make is treating joeys like toys. They want to hold them, show them off, pass them around. But joeys don't need handling. They need stability. In the first stage of life, your role is not to bond aggressively. Your role is to protect development. That means warmth, always controlled, never overheated. Quiet, no loud handling, no constant checking. Safety, familiar scents, predictable routines, and 0 pressure. No forcing, no showing off, no rushing milestones, because a healthy adult sugar glider is built by how well you respected their fragility in the beginning. Baby sugar gliders cannot control their body temperature. They are not built for exposure. They are built for protection. In the wild, the mother's pouch regulates warmth, humidity, and safety. In captivity, you replace the pouch. This is where many joeys fail to thrive. Not from lack of love, but from lack of understanding. Ideal environment, visual overlay. The safe temperature range for baby sugar gliders is 26 to 30 degrees Celsius or 78 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything colder forces the joey to burn energy just to stay alive. Anything hotter risks dehydration and stress. There should be no direct electric fan blowing on the cage. Airflow is fine, wind is not. There should be no sudden light exposure, especially during rest hours. Sugar gliders are nocturnal. Light equals disturbance. Now let's talk about nesting, because this is not decoration. This is life support. Nesting setup rules. Always use a soft fleece pouch. Never cotton with loose threads. Never towels. Never fabric that phrase. Loose fibers can wrap around tiny fingers, toes, or tails, and injuries happen silently. The pouch should be snug, enclosed, and hanging high in the cage. Height equals safety in a sugar glider's instinct. No sharp seams. No zippers inside. No dangling strings. If you are hand-raising a joey, warmth becomes even more critical. Use a bonding pouch against your chest. Your body heat mimics the mother. Your heartbeat provides rhythm and calm. This is not cuddling. This is biological replacement. And here's something most people don't realize. A calm environment is just as important as warmth. Loud sounds, frequent cage opening, or constant touching cause stress, appetite loss, immune collapse. Sugar gliders don't cry loudly when they're stressed. They don't scream for help. They shut down. So if your joey is quiet, cold, inactive, that's not behaving. That's not being good. That is a warning. One wrong feeding can undo weeks of care. Feeding is where most sugar glider joeys are accidentally harmed. Not because owners don't care, but because feeding looks simple when it isn't. Sugar glider joeys are not small mammals. They are marsupials, and their digestive system develops in stages. This is why guessing, copying other pets, or rushing food can quietly cause damage. Never feed a joey cow's milk, human baby formula, random fruits only. These cause digestive imbalance, calcium deficiency, weak bones, organ stress. Joeys need balanced calcium, controlled protein, and proper hydration, not volume. Let's break it down by stage. 0 4 weeks OB. At this stage, joeys still depend on mother's milk. or an approved sugar glider milk replacer when hand-raised. Feed in small amounts but frequently. This mimics natural nursing. Milk should be warm, never cold. Cold feeding slows digestion and shocks the system. No rushing. No overfilling. A full belly does not mean a healthy Joey. 5-6 weeks OP? This is the transition phase. You can begin introducing a soft staple diet. Mashed fruits. Approved protein sources. Texture matters. Food should be easy to taste, not something they must chew. At this stage, your job is to observe, not force. Watch for interest. Licking. Small bites. If the Joey refuses, stop. Stress during feeding causes aversion and digestive issues. 7-8 weeks OP. Now the Joey is preparing for gentle independence. Begin a gradual transition to a full sugar glider diet. Introduce small insects, finely chopped, never whole. This is where calcium balance becomes critical. Improper ratios at this stage can lead to weak limbs, poor jumping ability, long-term mobility issues. Feeding mistakes here don't show immediately. They show months later. Water matters and always. Water must be clean, shallow, easily accessible. Dehydration in Joeys is silent. By the time you see symptoms, it's often late. Never assume milk alone is enough. The rule to remember: slow feeding saves lives. Raising a Joey isn't about control, it's about trust. Sugar gliders are not solitary animals. They are colony-based, emotionally intelligent, and socially dependent. A Joey raised alone may survive, but without proper bonding and social structure, it will never truly thrive. Bonding doesn't mean forcing closeness. It means allowing trust to grow naturally. Bonding the right way. Let the Joey come to you. Never grab, never chase. Use scent bonding. A small piece of cloth with your scent. Placed inside the sleeping pouch. Speak in a calm, steady voice. Move slowly, predictably. Sugar gliders don't understand dominance. They understand safety. If a Joey crabs, that's not aggression. That's fear. And fear means something moved too fast. Social needs what Joeys really need. Ideally, Joeys should be raised with their parents or their siblings. This teaches them social cues, boundaries, confidence. If a Joey is solo raised, human bonding must be consistent. Irregular handling or sudden absence causes stress, withdrawal, behavioral regression. To a Joey, disappearance feels like abandonment. Consistency builds emotional security. Monitoring long-term health. A well-raised Joey shows clear signs of health. Steady weight gain, bright, alert eyes, strong grip, smooth, clean fur. These are not optional, they're indicators. Red flags you should never ignore: weak grip, shaking or trembling, refusing food, isolation or hiding behavior. These are not phases, they are warnings. Early action saves lives. The result of proper care: a Joey raised with patience and respect becomes confident, curious, emotionally stable, strongly bonded, not dependent but connected. When you raise a baby sugar glider with patience, warmth, and respect, you're not just raising a pet. You're raising a life that will trust you for years. If you want more real, experience-based sugar glider care, from Joey to adulthood, subscribe to Glider Spot TV PH and grow with us as we raise sugar gliders the right way.